Right now, $22 million more will be going to the Dane County Jail project after an evening vote from the county board approving additional funding. And it's crunch time for the top Republican presidential candidates with the New Hampshire primary just days away. You're watching News 3 now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in on this Friday. Let's head out to the weather patio. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. At least the sun's out. Yeah,
at least we are getting the sun. It's a very cold afternoon, though, as we are temperatures still in the single digits, maybe getting up close to 10 today. But we do have some of the sunshine, so enjoy that, and we will see sunshine throughout the weekend. Right now, we're at 7. Middleton up to 9 degrees, so it is a cold noon hour across most of southern Wisconsin. And watch out for some of those roads with that fresh snow cover on them. And now that people have been driving on some of those secondary roads, likely to be slick. Now this weekend is going to be bitterly cold, especially in the morning, with wind chill values between 15 and 25 below. Milder next week, but it's not going to be a pretty week because we've got a little bit of rain, a little bit of freezing rain, and some snow coming our way next week. We are just a little bit cooler than yesterday, 3 degrees cooler. Wind chills right now is 7 to about 10 degrees below zero. Should remain below zero for the afternoon hour. So it is going to be a very cold afternoon. Definitely bundle up. I think we will see more cloud cover rolling in during the afternoon hours, but we will be clearing out tonight. Right now, we're sitting at 7 with a northwest wind. Temperatures near 10 today. We'll talk about the bitterly cold weather this weekend and also some wintry weather next week starting on Monday night. We'll talk more about that freezing rain potential and also some accumulating snow as well.
Just won't let up, will it?
No, not this year, at least for now.
At least for now. All right, Kelly, we'll check back. Thank you. The Dane County Jail project is moving forward. The board had to authorize an additional $22 million to get it done. The measure passed on a 31-5 vote. The project has been in limbo since the last construction bid came in way over budget. Back in 2022, Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett shut down part of the current jail building, calling conditions there, quote, borderline unconstitutional. In Washington today, a signature from President Biden is the last step to enact a stopgap funding bill. It prevents a partial government shutdown tonight. In the meantime, lawmakers are showing signs that they could cooperate on key issues. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Speaker Mike Johnson have some agreement on the budget. Leaders from both parties say they want to address the migrant crisis.
My colleagues and I worked late into the evening.
For some, doing nothing is an option. To me, that is not an option.
Some Republicans were hoping to add a border security amendment. That didn't happen. The bill creates new funding deadlines of March 1st and 8th. The New Hampshire primary is Tuesday, and the leading Republican candidates are all campaigning in the Granite State. Each GOP hopeful is making multiple campaign stops today to deliver last-minute pitches to Republican and independent voters alike. Natalie Brand has more.
The fact that Donald Trump's lying.
It's crunch time for candidates in the Granite State.
I hear you're running again.
Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley got an early start Friday, mingling with voters at a coffee shop, hoping that New Hampshire solidifies her place as the alternative to former President Trump.
DeSantis and Trump are way out for me. They were never in. They were actually never in.
Mary Ellen Molyneux showed up to hear from Haley. New Hampshire allows independents to vote in the primary, and she's considering changing her registration to be able to participate.
I'm close to feeling confident about her in terms of my vote. I'm a registered Democrat, but I feel like I will change my party to independent.
Trump railed against New Hampshire's rules on Fox News' Hannity show, saying it artificially props up Haley.
They're going to vote for her because they don't want to run against me. They want to run against her.
George Washington University professor Todd Belt says allowing independents to vote in the primary better reflects who's more electable in November.
It's not a perfect picture of America, but it's a closer picture than Iowa.
What's at stake in New Hampshire?
Whether or not Nikki Haley can really pull away. I think that if we see Donald Trump come in below 50%, then that's going to indicate that there's a lot of Republicans who are looking for someone else.
Meanwhile, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is in New Hampshire today.
Hello, South Carolina!
But he shifted resources to South Carolina, where he'll campaign this weekend. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
And New Hampshire Secretary of State says more than 4,000 Democrats switched their party affiliation to undeclared or Republican ahead of next week's primary. Vice President Kamala Harris is scheduled to be in Wisconsin on Monday. It's the kickoff of her reproductive rights tour. Monday marks the 51st anniversary of the Supreme Court's ruling that made abortion a constitutional right in the United States until 2022. We're waiting to find out where she will be on Monday. The Federal Emergency Management Agency is trying a different approach in the way it helps people after disasters. Today, FEMA announced a number of measures to improve its service, and those include giving wider access to an immediate $750 per person impacted by extreme weather. That money helps with costs like food, shelter, and evacuations. Officials say they want to increase speed and cut red tape for people and communities recovering from natural disasters. The new rules take effect March 22nd. Protesters from the animal rights group PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, held a rally in London today. They're calling on the UK government to stop using real fur in the country's iconic bearskin caps for members of the King's Guard. The protesters were dressed in bear masks and covered themselves in fake blood.
The Ministry of Defence continues to purchase bearskin caps for the King's Guards, which are made from the fur of slaughtered bears.
Earlier this month, PETA released an undercover investigation video that it said showed hunters baiting black bears with food and shooting them with crossbows in Canada. The King's Guard have worn the bearskin hats for more than 200 years, though the headgear is now only used during parades and military events. Family and friends of a World War II veteran came together this week to celebrate a milestone birthday. John Mandrill of Oklahoma turned 100 years old on Thursday, surrounded by his children, grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. Born in 1924, Mandrill served in the Army during World War II as a generator mechanic, moving up the rank to corporal.
I'm so proud of our veterans. I'm so proud of my grandpa. I'm proud of the man, the quality he is. Knowing there's not many of them left, though, is sad.
Fewer than 1% of World War II vets are still alive today. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. We'll meet the robots that are joining the workforce soon. We'll take a look at the new technology that's giving businesses a helping hand.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. The biggest clearance event is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart's $14 million manufacturer liquidation sale. Shop clearance and overstock appliances throughout the store while they last. Our loss is your gain at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
This is Matt Gunderson. It still hits me every time TAPS is played. We're honored to serve those who served. An eligible Veterans Life Celebration includes honors recognizing their dedication and selfless service, including uniform and medal displays.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
Do you feel stuck in a cold and drafty home? Well, there's a better solution than just turning up the heat. Because heating your home is by far the most expensive part of your energy bills. At USA Insulation, we fix cold homes. Most houses are built with builder's grade insulation. So when we fill your walls with our high efficiency foam, your house stays warm without turning up the heat, which saves you a lot of money. And right now, we can insulate your home for as little as $99 per month.
USA Insulation.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Pepsi products, 6-pack mini cans or bottles, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. Jack's Pizza is just $2.48. Get General Mills cereal like Cheerios for just $1.99. Tostitos, just $2.99. Hy-Vee bacon is just $2.99. And Prego Italian sauce is only $1.48. Get these great deals and more Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
The biggest clearance event is happening now at Ashley's Manufacturer Liquidation Sale. Shop Overstock and special purchases with savings up to 75% store-wide. Plus, financing options with no money down. Only at Ashley.
Congress avoided a government shutdown with 1 day to spare, passing a temporary spending bill that keeps the lights on and agencies funded into early March. Congressional leaders earlier this month reached a tentative agreement on a more comprehensive $1.6 trillion spending agreement that still has to be hashed out. Bright Farms is recalling spinach and salad kits originating from a New Jersey and a Pennsylvania supplier due to possible listeria contamination. The products were distributed in 7 states and sold by several retailers, including Stop & Shop and Wegmans. The FDA says so far no illnesses have been reported. More information on the recall products can be found on the FDA's website. And one more recall. Over 500,000 beds sold by Walmart and Wayfair are being recalled due to injury risk. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says the bed's manufacturer, Home Design, has received at least 128 reports of them breaking, sagging, or collapsing while in use, resulting in dozens of injuries. The CPSC is urging owners of the affected beds to stop using them immediately and to reach out to the manufacturer for a free replacement. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Carissa Lawson.
Well, brick and mortar stores are incorporating more technology, robotics, and artificial intelligence designed to speed up the buying process so customers can move faster and businesses can make more money. Bradley Blackburn got a look at some cutting-edge tools and the changes coming for customers and employees.
At the National Retail Federation's Expo in New York, the hall is packed with gadgets and gizmos changing the way companies do business. There are robots that can cook and some that look a lot like humans. This is Apollo, a humanoid robot designed to work autonomously in warehouses and factories. And unlike a human, Apollo can work almost non-stop.
4 hour per battery pack, and then you just swap out the battery pack. So we target this 7 days a week, 22 hours a day.
At the grocery store, shelves are getting a high-tech upgrade.
You're telling me my grocery store is going to look like Times Square? It could.
Barry Bates with Lenovo showed us this display already in use in some U.S. stores. Prices can be changed in an instant, and a camera uses AI to collect demographics and learn about customers.
How long do I linger and do I actually buy? So it's capturing that information for future reference.
This drive-through being tested can detect customers who've opted into a loyalty program and shift the menu display based on their ordering history to emphasize items they may like. And a convenience store may soon look like a giant ATM. Startup 1M Robotics, backed by Microsoft, squeezes a whole store's inventory into a few hundred square feet. A kiosk takes your order and it brings the shelves to you. No clerk needed.
That was fast.
So yeah, it's 9 seconds picking time per item.
It's also designed to prevent shoplifting. Products are released only to paying customers.
This prevents that altogether by having everything tucked away behind the walls of the machine while allowing the customer to get that seamless, frictionless purchasing journey.
Technology helping business that could be in store in more stores soon. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Pam's egg prices are next, along with Kelly's forecast. And then today on Live at 4, it is time to say so long. It's my last show before sailing off into the sunset. I'm told there'll be some special surprises, so stay tuned for that at 4.
Don't want your New Year's resolutions to fade fast? Keep your resolutions longer with Willie Street Co-op. Reduce your carbon footprint. Expand your culinary horizons. Improve your skills with new kitchen tools and cooking classes. Nourish your body with clean, fresh foods. Explore products from an array of BIPOC and LGBTQ+ vendors. Willie Street Co-op. Everyone is welcome.
Get into Steinhafels and test rest a Beauty Rest Black for your chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Beauty Rest Black mattresses provide luxurious comfort and superior support. And right now, queens start at $57 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Plus, you'll get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Hurry in and test rest the amazing Beauty Rest Black, and you could be on your way to Hawaii. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
What you doing?
I'm locking in my prize picks. It's the best way to win big on fantasy sports.
Yeah, like what?
I got you.
Oh, a black genie.
You picked 6 right. You win 25 extra cash. Prize Picks is matching your first deposit up to $100.
If you have Medicare and Medicaid, you may be eligible to get extra benefits with iCare's dual eligible special needs plans. Our members get $1,800 per year with a card that's loaded monthly to pay for items such as eligible groceries, over-the-counter items, rent, and utilities. Whatever you don't spend carries over each month. Call us today, and a licensed sales agent will help you find out if you're eligible. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for you and your health.
Jennifer Hudson Show. Heidi Klum's latest loves.
This is Ushi and Jäger, like Jägermeister.
And on my next show,
give it up for the one and only Carmen!
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Help St. Vincent de Paul and News 3 Now give neighbors in need a warm night's sleep. The last weekend in January, donate new or gently used blankets at St. Vinny's and local drop-off sites. Or give to the online blanket fund. Join us and recycle the warmth.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Now let's check in with Pam Yaki from the Midwest Farm Report. Hello.
Hello. I'd be interested to see all those little reminders and memories later this afternoon. I'll come on over so that I can witness it physically with all the rest of you folks later today. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening in food and farming news. Hey, you know, we've still got quite a bit of snow out there with the warm-up that we're expected next week. Some of our ag engineers are reminding folks to be careful on the farm. You've got multiple outbuildings, those heifer sheds, those machine sheds, even the barn, and you've got big spans that snow is sitting on. Dr. David Bonhoff, who's professor emeritus at UW-Madison in the Department of Biological Systems Engineering, says for every 6.5 inches of snow that you've got on that roof, that's the equivalent of a compact SUV sitting up on those rafters. He said, obviously, the goal is to try to get that snow off safely. That means using a rake, not getting crazy and trying to get up there yourself. He also said if you've got livestock in those buildings, as their body heat warms up and as outside temperatures roll up, you're going to start to see that snow start to slide. So just be careful. Remember, even walking under that eave when that snow might be coming down could be kind of almost a life-threatening situation when you think about the weight coming down. So let's exercise a little caution. If you want to try to get that snow off, be careful because you're also potentially damaging your roof. Talking a little bit more about what's happening in agriculture, we've got the host now set for the 2026 Wisconsin Farm Technology Days. You can go ahead and put the numbers up. I want them to see the markets too. Wisconsin Farm Technology Days has announced that they are going to Stratford in 2026. The host site is going to be Matt and Sam Rodetsky's farm, their family farm outside of Stratford. No Joke Dairy. So when Matt was a kid, his parents sold the cows in 2011, but he loved dairying. So he ended up taking an off-farm job as a welder going across the country on stainless steel projects. And so he always told people he wanted to leave the job, come back to the farm and milk cows. He said it was no joke. So now him and his brother Sam and their families are running No Joke Dairy. They're getting ready to host the state's largest outdoor agriculture event. That'll be July 2026. Having some challenges with our information for you on the markets. What I can tell you is that the corn, beans, and wheat trading up on the midday. That's the good news. Barrel cheese up 2 3/4 cents at 146 3/4. 40-pound block cheese down 2.5, 144.5. I guess is the day that we take our chips off the table for butter, down to 254.5. So there, I'll tally up our retirement account.
Great.
Bring over the numbers for you this afternoon.
Sko forgot to put the numbers in.
That's okay. It's fine. They're green. We're all green. Dow Jones Industrial Average, corn, beans, wheat, all green. So.
All right. Well, with that, my friend.
For one of the
we'll
final
see you this afternoon.
Yep. Go Pack, go. One more time.
Go Pack. Here's meteorologist Kelly Slifka now with the complete forecast out on the weather patio.
Yeah, it is a cold start to midday here on the patio, and it's very bright out here as well, even though we do have some of these high, thin cirrus clouds. But with all the snow on the ground, the sun is out. It is very bright. Need those sunglasses. And you can see that sun on our sky cam here looking to the east. Expected a high of 10. Colder than yesterday, and, we're going to be in these upper single numbers, low teens, it looks like, going into the upcoming weekend. Our average now is 27. The good news is our sun is getting later and later. It's only 8 minutes away from 5 o'clock. Right now, the wind chill at 7 below here in Madison, 9 below in Lone Rock. These wind chills will remain generally below zero throughout the afternoon hours. And tomorrow morning, they could be between 15 and 25 below zero. That's why we do have a wind chill advisory in effect starting at 3 o'clock, continuing until 9 o'clock tomorrow. In fact, as we track these wind chills, starting out in the morning hours, you can see they're 20, 25 below zero. Gradually getting a little bit better as we get closer to the noon hour, but it's still going to be a blustery Saturday for us with those winds out of the northwest. And that's why we have the alert days for the next couple of days, especially in the mornings. Got to really be cautious with this. Both Saturday and Sunday morning, we're expecting those wind chill values between 15 and 25 below zero. All right, take a look at our future track. I think eventually these high, thin cirrus clouds will win out, at least for a time this afternoon. Then we'll actually clear out tonight. But look at these temperatures getting close to zero at the midnight hour, and we'll start out tomorrow morning below zero. All right, bitterly cold the next couple of mornings. Milder temperatures, though, next week. But unfortunately, we're not going to be really able to enjoy it because we've got a little bit of freezing rain Friday night, changing eventually to some snow and some accumulating snow, it looks like, by Tuesday. But we're looking at milder temperatures going into next week, actually above average, which now is 27. All right, we'll watch that system coming in. This will be about midnight Tuesday. A little bit of a sleet, a little bit of freezing rain moving into southern Wisconsin, indicated by that pink. Eventually, it'll be turning cold enough that it'll turn over to all snow, and we could see several inches of accumulation with that before it starts to wind down Tuesday. It looks like much of next week will be pretty unsettled, but here's what we're looking at. One of our computer models has 2 to 4 inches. Some other models are bringing in even a little bit more than that. It's all depending on when it decides to change over. Right now, 7 in Madison, 10 in Janesville across Dane County. It's 6 off to the west in Mount Horeb, and Sauk City at 7. First warm forecast, at least we do have the sun for the weekend. After that, it looks like next week is going to be cloudy and kind of sloppy with temperatures above freezing. We have that rain eventually changing over to snow on Tuesday, and another system bringing us a chance of some rain and snow by Thursday and Friday of next week.
Very active. All right, Kelly, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Can't decide whether you'd rather have a brownie or a chocolate chip cookie? Don't worry. We've got just the thing to solve that dilemma. Just the thing.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get big savings at Menards. Save time on your painting projects with Pittsburgh's Grand Distinction. It's a premium paint and primer in one with high hiding coverage and long-lasting color. A gallon is $29.87 after $10 rebate. Add a pop of color to your home with Paramount Interior Paint. It provides the most advanced protection and true one-coat coverage. A gallon is only $44.98. Don't forget to check out Limitless, Pittsburgh Paint's Color of the Year, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it this new year for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Save over $1,400 for the first year. Call 855-231-7007. Spectrum Mobile includes nationwide 5G and the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line. Call 855-231-7007 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
I've got a question for you. Are you more of a brownie or a chocolate chip cookie kind of person? Over the last couple of weeks, I've asked the same question to a bunch of my friends, and about half of them were pretty decisive that they liked one over the other. But there were others who couldn't choose. They like both. If you're on the fence, then you're going to love today's recipe. It's a dessert that's part cookie and part brownie, and it goes together like this. The first thing we do is prepare a box of brownie mix according to the package directions. Then pour half the batter into a 9x13 pan. After spreading it evenly, we top it with slices of refrigerated chocolate chip cookie dough. Then we top that with the rest of the brownie batter before sprinkling on some chopped walnuts and chocolate chips. Now it's ready for the oven. After it bakes and cools, we cut it into bars and serve it with a tall glass of milk or next to a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. To get the recipe for our speckled brookie bars, which is half cookie, half brownie, and all decadent, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a doubly delicious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Well, before we go, I don't know if you've heard or read about it, but this is my last day here at News 3. I'm retiring after 46 years here at the station. There's never a good time to make that decision, but now seems as good as any. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for welcoming me into your home to be part of your daily lives. I'm endlessly thankful for your trust and support. We'll be saying a final goodbye with a special Live at 4 broadcast this afternoon, so we'll see you then. In the meantime, again, I thank you. And here's Kelly with one final check of the forecast.
All right, thanks, Mark. Yeah, we are looking at some bitterly cold temperatures this afternoon. We do have a little bit of sunshine, but some wind chills tomorrow morning could be close to 25 below zero there for the first warn alert days. For tomorrow, temperatures starting out below zero, 17 on Sunday with some sunshine. Things get interesting next week. We've got a mix of some freezing rain developing late Monday night. That'll be changing over to some snow, some accumulation with that snow, it looks like, by Tuesday. Get a little bit of a break Wednesday before some more rain and snow mix in as well as we go into the later part of the week. So things are going to get a little bit interesting next week. Now, here at the noon hour, we are looking at temperatures that are in the single numbers here in Madison. We're sitting at 7. It's 9 in the Dells. And it is 6 in Lone Rock. And we are all going to miss you, Mark. And I remember 25 years ago when I first started here at the station. And here we are 25 years later.
I'm still here. All right, Kelly, thank you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at 4 o'clock. Have a great